So if you are looking for a brand new home that is at a great affordable price, I'm really excited to show you this community here today because we're in Ontario, right on the edge with Eastvale, sort of in the very south end of Ontario Ranch. And I have found something that is almost impossible to find anywhere else in this area. We're talking about single family detached homes with yards, not big yards, but with yards, not townhomes, because this is what everyone's been asking me for recently is I want to be in the northwest corner of the Inland Empire, but I don't want to be in a townhome. So I am at Peri by Landsea Homes, which is a new community here in the southern end of Ontario Ranch. And we have homes here that are starting from the high 700s. They go into the low 800s, depending on the size, well, maybe the mid 800s. But for the location and the size of the home that you're getting and the fact that it's detached and it's 2-story, not 3-story, I think this is a really great opportunity that's worthwhile having a look. So I am Steve Enchin, your Southern California new construction home expert, and every week I talk with folks just like you about how to buy a new construction home. So I'm going to take you on a tour of this home here in just a few minutes, and I'm going to show you the middle plane, which is plane 2. We're at 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with 1 bed and 1 bath downstairs. So if you do need that extra bedroom downstairs, this is the perfect model. 2,100, almost 2,150 square feet, and we're in the low 800s. And we have, this is why you want to stay with me until the end, we have some amazing incentives available right now, especially if you come with me before the end of November. So at the end, I'm going to go through all of those with you. Also, halfway through the tour, we're going to stop and talk about some of the finance stuff, tax rate, HOA, and all those good things. Also, this community has some really good amenities. You don't get the Ontario Ranch amenities, but you have your own private amenities here, including a swimming pool, a couple of parks, a dog park, a play area, barbecue, and outdoor dining. This is set up as a really, really nice community. Before we start the tour, I also want to mention that this community has townhomes. The townhomes, they're smaller and they are townhomes, but if you're budget constraint and you really can't get into the 7 or 800s, but you really like this community and location, we have townhomes starting from the mid 500,000s. So for this area, that is really affordable. So anyway, let's get started with the tour, and I'll be back with you in just a moment with details. So as usual, we're going to start our tour in the kitchen, and I'll just do a quick pan. Now you are going to see some features in here that are not available. For example, there we go, that wainscoting over there. No, that's not going to come with the home. But other things you see with the home, the homes that are currently available have their flooring upgraded. This is an example of the flooring that you can see here. And this home has the white cabinets. This backsplash is an available option. Unfortunately, we don't have gas, so this is an electric community, but this looks like an induction range. And then you have the microwave up there. So yeah, this home does have quite a few upgrades. As I'm walking you through the rest of the kitchen and then over the dining area, the way that they do things here is they have packages, and each package includes a combination of cabinetry, flooring, etc., countertops. So you can choose the package that you like, but you can't choose individual options. So here's a quick look at the downstairs bedroom. They have it set up as sort of like an exercise area, but it is a bedroom. I can prove it. Here's the closet. But of course you can use this as a den or a little office. And the downstairs bathroom. And oh, I didn't emphasize, we have sort of a separate dining area. So a decent amount of space, you can get a good sized dining table in here. And we have a really good sized living room. Now this built-in is not included, but this is an example of something that you can do. And all this wainscoting and extra trim, that's not really difficult to add in later. Now, I'm going to show you that there is a yard. Now they've completely landscaped this already, but you can do in here pretty much anything that you want. So I want to point out, so you have the option to do some paving from this garage side door, so you can get your trash buckets out easily. So you could do patio cover. They don't have one here, but you could have a patio cover that you could add. You have outdoor dining. So again, considering that most homes in this area are now townhomes where you get no outdoor space, this is a pretty good amount of outdoor space that's available to you with this single family detached home. All right, so that's the first floor. And we're gonna head up and in a moment here, have a look at the upstairs and the bedrooms. So what do you think of this home so far? I was really excited to show it to you because, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, it is so hard to find detached homes that are 2 stories in this area. So let's quickly go through the math before we have a look at the bedrooms. There are going to be a total of 95 homes here. 1.95% is the blended tax rate. That's your base rate plus the Melrose. HOH is planned to be $185 a month at build out. So it can be a maximum of $259 until the community is sold out, but the plan for budgeting should be about $185 a month. Remember, you got your pool, your parks, outdoor dining, barbecue area, that's all included. That is the math. It's actually pretty good, and the same for the townhomes. Same thing, 1.95%, and the HOA at the townhomes, to correct myself, $295. Reason the difference is because some of that goes into a maintenance fund for the common areas, the roof, the shared walls, etc. So their HOA is $185 plus the maintenance fund, and that's how it ends up being $295. But for the single family detached homes, we're at $185. Considering what you get, that's not bad at all. All right, let's continue on, have a look at the amenities upstairs. So one of the first things you notice when we're coming upstairs is you have a nice size loft area. So you can have really like a second living room up here. And lots of natural light. And then as we come down here, we have full-size laundry. We get side by side in here. They have this upgraded with the sink and extra cabinets. This is guest bedroom number 1. This is a good size. They have this set up as a nursery, but you can certainly get a, I would say, you know, got this gigantic dresser in here. So without the dresser, you should be able to get a double bed in here with no problem. Then you have a second bedroom, which is their second guest bedroom. And again, I think this is bigger because they have like a study desk area here. And this is I would say this is a double bed. So you can get a queen. Honestly, you could almost get a king bed in here, but no problem getting a queen bed. And this room has a walk-in closet. So that's pretty good for a guest bedroom. And then you have the shared bedroom for these 2 bedrooms upstairs. So let's go down, have a look at the master. So very good size master. This is, I think, a California king they have in here, but you just get a regular king size bed. Double vanities in the master bathroom. And a shower and tub combination. This is actually a pretty decent bathtub, because I've been in too many models recently where you get these teeny tiny sized bathtubs that I think that a reasonable person's not going to fit in at all. But this is a regular bathtub you can actually use. And then let's go have a look at the closet. Really good size walk-in closet here in the master. And by the way, while I'm in here, I get asked this a lot. What is this? That is the tech panel. So that's where your Wi-Fi device is going to go, alarm system, controls, all of the technology stuff will go in there. All right, so that is the upstairs. I think this is personally, I think this is an amazing layout. Especially you have this full-size loft, you have all this natural light, you have the bedroom downstairs, the bathroom downstairs, and really good sized bedrooms upstairs. All right, so let's talk about incentives, because there are some fantastic incentives here. Okay, as promised, let's talk about these incentives. So first of all, I hope you agree with me that this is a fantastic home. And I know the other two models are also really, really nice and similar. The Plan 3 actually has an even larger yard than the one that I showed you, and they are in about the middle 800s. So incentives, right now 4.99% as an interest rate for if you qualify. So don't worry about those rates like 6.5%, almost 7%. 4.99% from the builder. That's a really good interest rate. $20,000 towards closing costs. For most buyers, I think that's going to cover all of your closing costs to get in here. Now, something else that is really helpful, I think. If we get under contract before the end of November, they will throw in free solar. If for some reason we're in December, I think I can probably negotiate that in there, because they really want to get as much on the books sold before the end of the year. So officially it's not the end of November, but if we end up here in December, then yeah, I think I can squeeze that in for us. So if you do want to purchase the solar, it is $25,100, and if you want to do a lease, it's $150 to $170. But if we get it included, that's $25,100 of additional value that's included in the home. So that's something that I think is really important to consider. 3 homes are available as quick move-ins that I think that we have a little bit more negotiating power on, ranging from $7,759 up to about $800,000. And then for Plan 2, which is the one that we're in now, there are 2 available, so $825 and $815. And then Plan 3, which is the largest home, which is only about another 200 square feet. Those are going to be roughly $850,000. Upgraded flooring is included on all of these homes right now that are quick move-in. Like I said, I think this is definitely a worthwhile community to be checking out. If you have an I-215 corridor budget, but you need to be in the northwest corner of the Inland Empire, you want to be closer to Orange County, closer to Ontario, LA County, then, for the price for a brand new home, this is definitely a place to look at, especially if you don't want a townhome and you don't want 3 stories in a detached home and you want a yard. So there it is. My contact information is up on the screen. Remember, when you buy a new construction home with me, there is no cost to you. My services for negotiating and helping you with the home purchase process are at no cost. And also in the link down below in the video description, you have a link to my new construction home buyer's guide, which is worthwhile to download and have a look through that. So hope you enjoyed this home tour, and remember to look through the rest of my channel where I have a lot of educational videos about how to buy new construction. I think those would be also super helpful for you to look through. So again, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next video.